Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see about Indian English poets with special reference to Derozio, Madhusudan and Toru Dutt. Henry de Souza's first volume in 1827 named Poems was the first English poetry in India, and the other pre-independence poetry writers are Toru Dutt, M. Dutt, Aurobindo, Manmohan Ghosh, Tagore, Naidu, Harindranath Chattopadhyay and R.C. Dutt. And poets like Nissim Ezekiel, P. Lal, Dom Maurice, K. N. Daruwala, Jayant Mahapatra, A.K. Ramanujan, A.K. Mehrotra, Kamala Das, R. Parthasarathi, Keshav Malik, Arun Kalwatkar, Dilip Chitre, Pritish Nandi, Gauri Deshpande, Adil Dushwala, Shiv K. Kumar, Giv Patel are the people who belong to the post-independent Indian English poetry. Now when we see about Henry Louis Vivian Derozio, we find that he has published 2 volumes of poetry. Poems and the Fakir of Junghira, a metrical tale and other poems. The Fakir of Junghira is a narrative of the tragic life of Nulini, a high caste Hindu widow. She is rescued from the funeral pyre by a young robber chief who loves her, and she also returns her love. And her letters, however, are determined to reclaim her, and there is a battle, the lover is killed and is finally united in death with the heartbroken Nulini. And his poems like To India, My Native Land, The Harp of India and To the Peoples of Hindu College have a patriotic impression. Next we have Michael Madhusudan Dutt. Madhusudan Dutt is considered the father of the Bengali sonnet, and he has written 2 long poems in English. The Captive Ladies, that narrates the story of a Rajput king Prithviraj, his Lodgewell-like abduction of the Kannauj king's daughter, and unsuccessful battle with the Muslim invader, which ends in his own death and that of the queen. Dutt makes changes in the history by portraying the king and his queen kill themselves by mounting on a funeral pyre at the end, but in reality, the king was captured and put to death by the Muslim conqueror. In Visions of the Past, a poem in Milton blank verse in which Dutt handles a Christian theme of the temptation and fall and redemption of man. Then we have Indian English poetry from 1857 to 1950, where we have Toru Dutt. Toru Dutt was an Indian poet who wrote in English and French. After publication of several translations and literary discussions, she published Sheaf Glent in French Fields, a volume of French poems she has translated into English. 8 of the poems had been translated by her sister Aru. Posthumous publications, that is, after her death, she left behind 2 unpublished novels. Le Journal de Mademoiselle d'Aves, thought to be the first novel in French by an Indian writer, and Bianca or the Young Spanish Maiden, which is thought to be the first novel in English by an Indian women writer. In addition to an unfinished volume of original poems in English, ancient ballads and legends of Hindustan. Her father Govind Chandra Dutt ensured that these works would be published posthumously. Bianca in Calcutta's Bengal magazine, Lee Journal by Dieder of Paris, and Ancient Ballads with Kagan Paul. Ghose wrote an introductory memoir for the Ancient Ballads, and Prithvinda Mukherjee translated her famous novel Lee Journal into Bengali, serialized it in the monthly Basmati. The ballads, the Ancient Ballad and Legends of Hindustan form the last and most matured of accountings. If you have anything more to write about all these 3 writers, please do write it in the comment box, like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you.